Okay. Okay. Wow. It seems like I'm not really sure, and I'm not even ready to do this video right now. I'm just not ready to do the video. I want to see it's not working in who is that? Mr. Tech Hands. No, let me edit this. Who is this? This is Rumble. This is so it's not okay. Let me just take a look here, 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 here. Whoop. Just got to fix. I'm not ready to start yet, but I started it. I don't want to make anybody wait. My God, there's so many things to look at. So many things to look at. Did I have bad luck this week? I had a little bad luck. Made some of my own bad luck. Yeah, okay, so it seems to be working. I don't know why it looks like it's working now, but I'm going to just give it one Odyssey. Wow, I put on Odyssey and Gematria shows up. So I just want to go see if I'm live now or something. Let me see. Can anybody else watch my replays? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. It's just very annoying not knowing exactly how the site works. Okay, so let me see. Let me take a look. Is this working here? Currently watching. Okay, it seems like it's going. Okay. Okay. Get me this light down here. Set me back on my main stream. I am right now transferring information from one page to another that I have ripped out because it wasn't neat. Information that is already in one of my 8,000 videos out there. One of the reasons I did these videos, more of the greatest reason I did this video is I cannot look into the 500 between, let's say, 200 to 500 80-page books. I mean, they're not 80 pages anymore, you know. Let's not, deny. Some of the pages aren't even filled in of pieces and parts of everything that I've put together over the last 16 years since 2005. So I figure if I was going to do videos and I can just send each page, a part of the book, out to the world, to where maybe one day the world can come together and become that machine and talk about different videos, taking and putting pieces and parts together to where we are today, where the expression of Mars, the sun, and the moon all come together in the French language under 17, 18, and 19. What is so special about 60? It is not anything until it is 60. 60 is whole. What is 10? How is 6 whole and how is 10 whole? Polarity begins at 3.5 is the separation. So 3.4 is the beginning of polarity, of polaritism, the center of polaritism, the center of it. Or is it attraction? Which way should we go? Polaritism or the attraction within, or the polarity on the outside, to where 3 is on one side, to where 3 is on one side and 4 is on the other, to where 4 is on the one side and 3 is on the complete other. These dice alone says love. 3 and 4, 34, 43 says love, Christ, matter. Matter of the delta birth, 4 and 9, 13. Man, 28, is a cycle. 13 28 is 364, creating a 13-moon cycle of the sun. Bringing in and created within 4 seasons, seasons in the sun. And those 4 seasons are broken up into 3 months each. 3 parts fitting perfectly into 12, because first, and then first and second, and then first, second, and third, and then first, second, and third, and fourth, and you have 10. So now we're going to go down to the bowling alley, where we get 1 throw, and X marks the spot, or fill it in completely. 10. But not just 10, because now that you got a strike, and don't forget, X marks the spot, the 24th letter, the polarity of the 23rd letter. 24 and 3, 27. 23 and 4, 27. The inverted alphabet is all forever 27. Reality in a thought. Reality in a thought. So, where were we? The 27, the polarity, the 3.5 between where you see 3 and where you see 4. Now, the question is the dice cube this way, what is pointing up? If it is 7 up, then you will know that this is 7 up. It is the only 7 up that if you look deep down inside, you'll be able to see that there's 1 dot for 7 up. Or would you want to look at this way for 7 up? Because you see the 7th one is up, 6 and 1. Which way would you want to look at this? And this is the letter I. This way becomes the letter H. So there's this way for the I and this way for the H. So it's the left and the right, one splitting above and below. How the 3 is when the 2 is up. See, when the 2 is up, the 3 is over to the left. When the 6 is up, the 3 is over to the right. And when the 1 is up, the 3 is over to the right. And what we talked about, the 2, right? When the 2 is up, it is over to the left. The 2 or the 5, you see, here is the 5, 3 is on the left. Here is the 2, the 3 is on the left. You can see 1 corner and know that the other 3 corners are 4, 5, and 6. You know that 4, 5, and 6 are triplets.
in a way. You see the four corners of 4? Well, it happens again in 5 and it happens again in 6. The only difference between 5 and 6 is the 1 center and the 2 center. So 2112, what is it talking about? 1 and 2, what is it talking about? Understand, you see there's a 1 and a 2 in here, as there is the same one that is here, but not the same one that is here. It is showing this 2 inside of the 6. So anyways, let's go to this. So if this is the love section, and I'm trying to figure out why it was the love section. Oh, yes, I remember. I remember because it is a 5 dot and it is a 4 void. Okay, 5 dot and 4 void. And this was a 3 dot, okay, and it was a 6 void. And the letters that can be created inside of this is LOVE. And knowing that the polarities, you see you have 7, 11. There is 16, 25, 34. There are 6 times the value of 7, but there is only 1 times the value of 11. 1 times the value of 11. 7 and 4 equals 11. 6 and 5 equals 11. And there's only 1 value of 11. This is outside the evaluation. This is a combination, creating 7. These are 2 single dice, creating 11, and it's the only 2. This takes 2 dice to create the 7 and the 4, giving you which dimension. Why is 3 and 4 the polarity? I'm going to get to that. So you also have 3 and 8 equals to 11. And you also have 2 and 9 equals to 11. And can you have 1 and 10 equals to 11? The difference in between here is 7, 5, 1, 3. Well, maybe it's not in order. This one should have went there, 7, 5. And this one, I'm not going to, I don't know if I should have did that one. It's got 2 digits in it. And your answer would have been 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. 1 and 1 is 2. They're all alpha, beta, A, B. They're all stand. They're all numbers to stand on. And the reason I say it's numbers to stand on is because, how can I explain it? This is a payoff in the come out roll. .com in the E world. Creation omega in the E world. Things come together by the ohms, my friend. Things come together by the ohms. The electric. Stop the water. Stop the water. Let the water go. Let the rivers be free. So this is love because the L is 312. The O is 615. The V is 422. And the E is 522. Did I do this right? The O is 15, the V is 22, the E 5, 15, 22, 22, 15, 20. I'm just trying to figure out if I got this right. Something seems to be a little funny here. 23, 22, 23. Let me get this straight, okay? There were 2 realities going on in my mind. This is the 12th letter L. This is the 15th letter O. This is the 22nd letter V. This is the 5th letter E. Okay? These 2 together will create 27, and these 2. So they are the polarities. They are the loving. They are the attraction. So we look at the polarities. I'm going to change my word now to attraction. The sun, the Fox Pass. This is DC, Zion, Israel. DC number 46. Now I can count down, I can count up, I can say, well, where's the next step in this? And then the next step to this is 3 and 8. And then the next step from 3 and 8 will be 6 and 7. And the next step will be 3 and 5. And the next step will be 6 and 1. That'll be in half-life. And then it'll be 3 and 2. And then it'll be 6 and 4 again. Just keep doubling up. Everything else is in between. So this is your love. The 24th letter, reverse the third letter. The 23rd letter, reverse the fourth letter. They're the attraction. Grover Cleveland, 24th president, but he wasn't the 23rd president, and he was the 22nd president. In this number over here, you get the mathematical star system, the dividing gateway. Inside of here, this is your Yo 11, your Earth, Mars. I have to come up with more understandings. The other understandings with 6 is it is 06, okay? Because either it's 01 or 06. Either it's 61 or it's going to be 66. Now, since it's 66, it can also be inverted to be noted as 86 because it is the light. It is the light of the woman, the gold. Man, it is the creation of Pluto and the son of man. The M for me has always been Mars, and the N has always been the sun, and in between it is the angel. I always looked at it as the angel, and the angel plays a role in between divided worlds right over here inside the eye. You see, inside the eye, we're going to cover up this eye right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that. And all we're going to leave over, I'm looking for my green pen. Oh. My green pen, my red pen, it seems like everything walks away on me here. I love these. If you want to send me some of these great color pencils. See what happens here is that one is D and the other one is C. DC. D. And there's the C the other way, right? And we often look at this and we can also call it the angelfish. It's almost like we're just a tail to the peak and the point. So sometimes you might see if I extend this a little bit further, right? There might be another level over here like this. So sometimes you see an A with a flat top. With this top, that's Mars. Like this, it's Earth. Now I can change this whole story around, okay, as if everything is being calculated this way. If everything in the computer is being read this way, okay, then it'll be just the same thing how Mars will come in and penetrate. There's a lot of buzzing going on. And the reason for that is because of this square over here in the center. So if they're going to penetrate in both directions, right, they're going to need a moon here and they're going to need a moon here. See, Earth only has one moon. Well, I can't even get that good, right? Well, I can't even see that. I'm just thinking, anyways, whatever it is, let's not, I'm just ruining my page here. I don't want to talk about, I just got lost in my thoughts. Lost in my thoughts. Where was I? Where was I? Okay, so the center of these two dots is 4 and 3, right? 4 and 3. So the center is going to be 3.4. So the one distance between these two, meaning that 3.5 is both 3 and 4, as 1 and 6. Is it the passage through? Because don't forget, this dice is all the same. What makes one side the difference when everything is 3.5 center face? 3.5 center face. Whether it's this, or whether it's this, or whether it's this plus this as this, or maybe it could be like, whoop, like that. You know, it's this one or it's that one. Now, I'm not telling you any stories. I'm not telling you what's happening, what's happening in the world. I'm just showing you that there's more to everything, and everything connects through numbers and words and artwork. These are like, let's put this into this area over here. I'm going for a little bit of a drink. I'm going to come back. We spoke about this, number 27 over here. In this one, what is this? 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. Now we're going to switch this. This one over here, this one is the W. And here, they don't get any extra value. Here you get 63. Here you get 64. In 64, the next level of 64 will create 10. Okay, it will create JC. Let me just show you. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 equals to 24, and this one equals to 10. The total plus 10 equals to 34. That's your DC. 34, that's your DC. Your 10 is your ABCD, your polarity of 3 again. It is hot and cold water and dividing of the 7 gates. It is coming of the minion, what you need on this side. You must add 4 to 6 to get to this side. This side is 1.5 times less than the other side. Mars 51, we're 1.5 less than, if I get this correct. So 90, if I go 96 times 85, no, 96, 1.5 times, 96 divided by 1.5 equals 64. Okay. I'm trying to understand how much time. You see 90, the 6 in time is just for the living time. This is used. This is burnt. This is burnt time. This is time exchange. This is a time that will go at conscience. And when you die, it leaves with you. It's gone. In fact, it's already there. It's like a delivery service. So our actual time would be 90 divided by 1.5 equaling to 60 minutes, 60 seconds because of the transfer of ABC equals to 6. Now we add on D equals the 4. We have our 10. We have our complete 100. So we have our original 6 in our for creation. We just duplicated, so we don't need to use that number. Here is our 100% of. We take that 100% and we go down to 90, removing 10, and then we add 6. That 6 that we add equals to 21, and they become the 21 dots of the cube. The average of the 21 dots of the cube is 3.5 times 6 equals to 21. The void, okay, is 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4. Those are the voids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 voids. The 1 voids 8. The 2 voids 7. The 3 voids 6. You know, I didn't even have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop here. And the 5 voids 4. Now, if you like, we can also do this. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 1 voids 8, the 2 voids 7, the 3 voids 6, the 4 voids 5. So we don't have to write anymore. Now we can start going and understanding that if these are lovers, then these are lovers. But the polaric lovers, because these two are polaric, and these are the reverse. So if this is attraction meets, I'm trying to figure out how the element works, because all these are the reverse alphabet to this. Now, when you look at A, you're going to go A, you're going to go J, you're going to go S. When you go this 8, you are going to go H, you are going to go Q, and you are going to go Z, because they're all related to number 8. The 8th letter, the 17th letter, 1 and 7 is 8. The 26th letter, 2 and 7 are 8. These two are found on number 1 on the ATM's headquarters in Pegasus, the square constellation of 72. Venus dots and Venus area void together of 86. The dividing of the 7th gate, the T in the road, 7286. And what's left over? The E world with 1 and 3 equaling to 4. Under the sun, man and the sun. I'm just talking to myself right now. Hey, what's up in the sky? Been a long time. Hey, yeah, still working in the numbers, in the light I see. Well, I got to shut that light. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got to shut that light. Oh, yeah. Just give me a minute. I need something to drink. Yes, the numbers, big time. Oh, things about Mars. Mars, marshals, and laws. Mars, Martians. Mars bars. The reverse alphabet for Mars is ironic because it's actually 2 letters turned 1/4 one way and then 1/4 back. And it's Heinz. And these letters create the flag of Great Britain, which is Union Jack. And I'm behind on my paperwork. So you know what? I'm here alone and I lose pens. I'm very picky when it comes to pens. I like it to be smooth. Before I start with the Mars, the ABCD that I didn't finish here for the clock. So the clock runs down. So we will have to understand this. If we're running down the clock to understand time, then we have to understand the nursery rhymes is the mouse ran down the clock. We have to look at the old nursery rhymes before they change it on us. And then my computer seems to be a little off. Nursery rhyme. Was it the mouse who ran down the clock? So at first it was 100, and then we came into the world, we used up 10, so it equaled to 90, but we got back 6 when we're born for the light, and so that makes 96. But the original of who we are, right? Because you have to be a complete. You have to come in into the house, right? You have to be born. You need the 9 months. You need the one spirit. You need 6 and 3. You need love. So we have to understand what that word love is a little bit more, because inside the word love, it gives you when 36 comes together, it gives you IR creating 27, and when 45 comes together, that gives you TI. You gives you the IT of the IR. This is 918. Well, you can go any way you want. And this is 209. The train is coming to town. So, and they're both equal to 27. These letters will create the L3, the O6, the V4, and the E5. They're the only ones you can find on the dice. They have a double polarity inside of them, I think. Let me figure this one out. Anyways, let's not get into that. I wanted to finish with the time. So you take the 90 seconds and you divide it by 1.5, and that equals to 60. We're not going to talk about the 6 of the light you use up. That 6 and all zeros equal to 6. All zeros equal to 6. If you take this dice cube here, although how do you understand skinny? When the dot is in the center, there will be nothing on the outside of it on the same row. That is what I'm being taught here. Here is something different than all of them. There's dot to dot to dot. Creating from the letter I, going east-west. And don't forget, you go from first to last when you go east-west, because you finish the word ST and ST. And actually what you're doing is you're going around in a circle. And the reason I say you're going around in a circle, first of all, Jesus, when he builds, right, he doesn't need to use the one in the center. That's why I call it the half-life. The other thing is the marking. In order to come in through Mars, you have to run this way, splitting it in half. That's the way Mars has to go. Mars, you see, with Earth going this way, Mars has to run this way. This is, I don't know exactly what it means, but this is an obligation. The reason I go Earth and Mars is because if I would take 4 element blocks, okay, I can cut it right there in the center with one mark. And I know the numeric value to Mars, okay, is number 51. And in order to create that to the minimum size, okay, with our skeleton alphabetical numerics is right there. So I know that Mars becomes the unicorn. Now, whether you want to look at it to say it's the passage, it's the this, whatever it is, I'm not looking for reason right now. I'm just looking to, been a long time, still working the numbers, see the light, 947. How you doing? Yeah, you still playing music? Are you still here with me? We're still one. Okay, we are one. I need to correct the screen. Okay, so that's your Mars. And what happens with Mars is the reverse alphabet for Mars, the letter M is the letter N. Or how about if I just have the letter N, right? Do you care how far I go across? And if you do and you don't care, I need to get out the geometry set and measure every single way that I can create this N. And then we have to understand what's going on with it. And you can only go out to a short distance before you have to put a leg like on it. Like, let's say I put a leg on it right over here. So if I put a leg on it over there, what looked like an N, if you want to look at it in many ways, you can be looking at sevens. You can also be looking at 44. Sevens and 44s. And this is where Jesus Christ comes in, because those are the numbers to Jesus Christ. Energy and matter. Time on the cross, which is a division, where the two thieves is Phobos and Deimos, representing the moons of Mars. The two moons of Mars representing Venus, and the one moon of Earth representing the no moons of Mercury. Who controls those moons? If I take the two moons of Mars and connect it with Mercury equaling to 3, and the one moon of Earth and connect it to Venus equaling to 3, we have rotation in alpha beta. And when I create that situation, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, okay, will now equal to 2 and 3. 2 is going to be your Earth Venus. 3 and 2 is going to be your Mars. That's hold on a second. 52. The love between 5 and 2 is Earth. The love between 3 and 4, which is DC, it is cold, it is hot. The numeric value for 34, okay, is cold. The numeric value for 43 is hot. 43 and 34 equals to matter. It equals to Christ. It equals to the man gate. It equals to just 4 by 9, 36. It equals to 36, creation of the half-light. Why 36? Creation of the half-light minion, or the half-light 10, or the half-light angel. Because I have to explain that. Wow. I call it the half-life. So when I look at words life, light, because only one can light or ignite 6. 6 is the half-life because of the measurement. When I connect these dots according to the Mayan calendar, or according to this calculator, okay, or according to this calculator, when you connect the Mayans, what is it, 18 months or 20 months and 18 days, irregardless, inside the cycle, here is 1 and here is 6. So I automatically have to draw a line here. And then I automatically have to draw a line. I have to use the ruler. I automatically, well, I have it. I'm going to see if I already have it done somewhere. I had it done here, but once you complete it, it goes over itself. So we're not going to count that one. Here's one of them. I connected here with the half-life, creating 16 in one number. I connected the edge of 1 on each side. I connected the edge of 15 on each side. Then I connected the edge of 4 on each side. And then I connected the edge of 18 on each side. Why 18 and why 15? 1 and 5 is 6. 1 and 8 is 9. And in their rotation, here is a reflective mirror of the same element. Now this is created in square. This can also be created in rectangular, giving this a different dimension. So I just want to so let's get to here. Here's Mars. Okay, so the reverse of this is going to be N, is going to be Z, is going to be I, is going to be H. So if you write it the other way, it's H-I-N-Z. The 8th letter, the 9th letter, the 14th letter, and the 26th letter equals to a total of 57. Heinz, 57. Now, we can do mathematics with it. I'm not going to do it, but just knowing that it's a natural. It's a natural in Venus. Starting the word with high, so it's a natural in Venus. It took two Mars. It took Venus had to recreate herself. Venus recreates herself. And when she recreates herself, you see, look, when the 2 up, when the 2 is up, okay, you see the 4 doesn't matter. You see the 1 doesn't matter. You see the 3, when the 2 is up, the 3 is to the left. 2 up, 3 to the left on the side, the cube. Now, when the 5 is up, it's going to be the same thing. So it's 5 and 2 up. Now, when the 1 is up, the 3 will be to the right. 1 up, 3 to the right. And also, it's a 6 because they're together, 6 and 1. So now, we know that when the 3 is up, okay, when the 3 is up, the 2 is to the right. And not only the 6, but now it's the 4 as well. You notice we couldn't get that equation over here, right? Because this equation, when it's on the side, so is the 4 on its side. And the 4 really doesn't matter. I'll show you why after. So when the 4 is up, the 3 is on its side. I mean, when the 3 is up, the 2 is on its right. Okay? Now, when the 1 is up, or the 6, okay, the 2 will be on the left. See the dice over here? The 2 will be on the left. So now, are there any more equations in here? Yes, we have the 6. The 6. Okay, now, when the 6, okay, well, hold on a second. When the 3 is up, the 3 and the 4, then the 6 equals to an H, because that's the way I understand it. It's vertical. It's 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 9. There is no 2, 5, and 8. 2, 5, and 8 in the center. When the 3 is up, the 2 is to the right. When the 3 is up, the 2 is to the right. Okay, so now when the 5 is up, the 6 is horizontal. When the 5 is up, so it's the 2 and 5 for the 6 to be horizontal. So what about the anything else? The 2, no, because that's it, and that's the end of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 combinations, and the combinations involve 2, 3, and 6. 3 and 3, 2 and 2, 6 and 6. What is the equation that's going on in here? What do we have to find? What's going on in all of this? 3 is on the left, 3 is on the right. So we have to understand this is the half-life. This is the E world. It's the E world's half-life. I'm trying to understand. Just like okay, so let me finish this. So we have H. We have I. We have N. And we have Z. and we have great, grot, boy, I didn't mark that right, eh? Grot, grots, geared, gear, eat, gear, eat. What is the gear? What is it doing? I'm just trying to understand. And where did I get this from? When EA comes together, the GE is a sounding letter. When you come into this world, the G sounds into the E. The E is the female, the G is the male. So when you say the R, okay, what is the R? If this is the female, this is the male, what is this? This is the heaven. This is what? What is the A? It's in the A world. Where R comes from, it comes from A. R comes from A, and what is so funny is that S, although it's the 19th letter, and ironically, what you see as 19S can also be as 1, 9, and 5, but it comes inside as the spirit 19, which is the 1 through 18, the preliminary numerics in numbers based on 36 equals to number 19, which happens to be the church, which happens to come from man because of the mathematics in the star system. And 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, equaling to 4 and 3. 4 times 3 equals to 12, equals to 0, 7 equals to 19. 73 is that number that ends. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 plus 3 equals to 10. 10 plus 7 plus 3 equals to 10. 21 plus 10 equals to 31. So there you go, 1331. There is your man inside of Great Britain. See the way there's an 8 on the side over here? But I'm just trying to follow I can do it this way and that way. I'm just trying to understand what's coming out of that. Looks like there's a brick wall of some sort. So this is what happens to Mars creating Great Britain. Brit. The bear, Earth, Venus, the boar, something to do with a pig plugging up to something. The bear comes from bringing these two letters together, sleeping and awake. It's also the male and the female because of its artwork. It is the king and the queen, the B and the R. The R is the 18th letter for Venus. The B is the queen. Number 13 for the queen. Where do I get that from? I have to figure that out. I don't remember. Oh, yes. The B and the E family, which is number 52, all alone in its earth. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 plus 2 equals 0. 7 plus 7 equals to Q17. That is the queen. The other reason it is the queen, it is the 02 letter. All zeros equal 6. It now becomes 62, and that's the numeric value for the queen. We have Great Britain, Great Britain being 20, the ITA in number 23. ITA in, communication in, IT. I always, when I see AT, I'm always talking about the cat, the hat, and the bat. You can also talk about the sat. And this is your standard creation, the cat. Inside a bat, it is your stand creation. And inside of just A, it is your East creation. Where do I get all these from? Well, this one over here, it's your Saints creation. The Saints creation, ST, inside the E world, between 5 and 5, and that shows up between 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 14, being 5 and 4, being 6 and 5. This is the entry right over here into Metatron, the cube. And with the alphabet shift, where we rerun the alphabet, okay, this is where Mars comes in, just around the corner, right, when Mars steps in. So what used to be over here, number 6, right, is now going to be A. It's going to be A6 and Z31 is the new alphabet. So when we get over here, okay, number 14, what used to be the letter N is no longer the letter N. Now it is the letter I. So we have the N joining 2 alphabets together. And remember the cycles, 3 and 4. 3 and 4 of those cycles. And we talked about the cycles before, and I don't want to get lost, that between this total cube, it's 3.5. It's 1 plus 2.5 Earth, 2 plus 1.5 Mars. It is Yo come 11. And when these two, this becomes 3, this becomes 4 right away. And then we have 3 and 4, and then this one is 0.5. Over here, the E world. Over here, it's AE. But when it comes to Earth, it becomes BE. The Y is a representation of Earth. 2 and 5 is B and E. 1 and 5 is the letter O. 1 and 5, 1.5 to go to the center. Okay, to go to the center of this cube, I need 2.5 from 1. It gives me Earth. It also gives me Q. It gives me 17, the gateway. And on 17 in blackjack, it tells me I stand. I stand on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it's not on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't go any other way. This becomes 6, 1, 8, 6, 4, 1. And I don't have full rotation. I have to put 0 here, and I will put 0 here, or we're just going to run with these 5 numbers. And the reason for this is because 1 is the polarity for 6. 10 and 60. 55, 44, 33. I don't know what the equation is yet. So anyways, because of this situation, this is the AE world. And where did we get the AE world from? I want to come see this again. Here's AE. So it's OAE, to each its own. And this is the YBE. But I can also get, if you notice, 215, 215. Well, 51 is Mars. 52 is Earth. 103 is Mercury. 13 is man. 28 is the number to man. 364 is the 13 moons to become man, to equal to the 364 days with 1.25 days left over to continue the cycle of 365.25 days all through this reality. I have to go get a drink. I guess it's popcorn time for me. I'm going to go grab some popcorn, and we're in the theater right now. I'm just going to get a drink in the kitchen. And I wonder if you can just, I don't know if you can see the floor and try to figure it out. I'm going to give you a base. I'm just going to put it forward while it's on here if you want to take a look at it. Let me see if I can See if I can focus over there. See if I can get away that glare. Gonna take a 2-minute break. Those are the cubes. The stop signs are between the 36. You see in between the cubes? This connects over here. Over here. This connects over here. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out a little bit. So this is the center. This is 111. This is where the alphabet really gets switched. Well, it gets switched everywhere. And these clams are hexagons. And these squares and these squares over here, this is 2468. All these squares are 2468, turning the cube to the side. So Venus turns her cube to the side. Give me a second. I'm going to take 3-4 minutes here. I'm going to have a hot tea if you don't mind. Anybody want to join me in a hot tea? We're on break for 2 minutes, okay? Yeah, it'll be just 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. There's nothing like a break, right? There's nothing like a break. Couple of more minutes. Tea is going to be hot. Tea is going to be hot. Yeah, there's so many things going on, you know, sometimes I just like to stop. Not true. Never want to stop. Okay, Kat. You're holding on to the wires? You're holding on to the wires? Okay. So, for those who have never seen this before, right? It's not close, is it? Is that close or what? Can we get a little closer? Okay. To show this one over here, okay, with the stop sign, is I showed you the top. And what's happening here is that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So over here is 6, and then I flip the numbers, and over here is 6. So I go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So when you're looking at numbers, okay, I inverted the numbers, so it's one of a kind inverted. Okay, now are they the polarities? I don't know. Are they? I don't know who they are. I just know on flat surface are like this. Now I turn it again. So now I have one like this, two like this, one like this, and two like this, the same way. Now I complete the cycle over here, and I turn it backwards. So I have a connection here, an opening here, and a connection here. So I have two connections. So this is the element that's in between over here. See the sort of 9 and 6, see this little batty thing, the cube area can fit in here, the arrow that's pointing over here. And this is almost an obligation design, because in roulette, they give you, they give you color coding on the board. And here's my aliens. I don't know if you can see the aliens over here. I'd have to maybe pick up the camera, you know. Oh boy, I can really make that camera come over here, eh? Oh, that would be so much better. Let me get a little table. Hold on a second. I think I got a little table that can help with that somewhere. Where is that little table? I think I found it. I think I found it. There, so now you can see a lot clearer, I think. So let me get my pointing stick. Okay, so let me clear the screen here, make the screen a little bigger. Okay. So what
what you can see over here, I'm not sure if you can see because it's upside down, right, is the head, and then the neck, and then the body. See, if this was a tree, right? If this was a tree, these would be in the ground, drinking from the earth. And the tree drinks from the sky, the same way a human drinks from the sky. So the fruit, the neck of the fruit that's hung onto the tree is replaced with your head, because the fruit has all the elements itself to grow itself a body. It grows its body, becomes that fruit, but it can't do anything. There's no manipulation because we don't have the head. So we need the head. So anyways, we have the 2 that will create 1. In order for 2 to create 1, I need 1, 36, 36, 36, and 36. I need 144 to create this, but I have not inverted it yet. So that would be 144, and 144 would be 288. But 144 and 112, 28 and 112 is 4 times 28, which is 32 and 80. That is the Mayan count. And there's calculations and something that goes into that, but I don't know what it is yet. That's the base of it. But another thing is about the 260 is it shouldn't be 144. It should actually be 2121, which would be 72, and then it would be 72 plus no, hold on a second, 84 would be 84 would be 84 and 70, 84, 84 and 80. How do you get to 260? 260, 13 by 20, 13 by 20, the 13 moons of 20, that's the 260. 13 moons of 20. I'm trying to, what does 20 mean? What is 20? Oh, yes, the conversion of 20. Yes, the conversion of 20. Right, the conversion of 20. The conversion of 20 in the sky system is 28. Two times 8, 16. 2 plus 8, 10. 2 times 10 plus 16, 26. But that 26 will also be 32, which is ABC standard creation. Okay, ABC standard creation. So 17 and 26, right? The gateway to the B world, the 6th world, the human light. So you get 12 and 8, 20. And talking about, you can be talking about Rubik's Cube, which has 8 corners and 12 sides to 8 corners of 3 colors and 12 sides to 2 colors. But that's your 20. Your 10, 20. So this here, okay, the alphabet begins, where am I over here? Let me get something that is more legible for me. Okay, it's over here. And number 6 is over here, and you can see the hexagon right over here for number 6. And this is 66 right over here. So that if this is 66, this would be the 7th gate right over here. So if this is the 7th gate over here, here's the stop sign to the 7th gate. Can you see the stop sign? Let me see if I can raise the camera a little bit more. Let me take advantage of this. See if I can. So here's these stop signs. You see these stop signs here? And then in the corner of each stop sign is an X in red. The X in red, I'm not sure if you can see it, and the square. And this square is pointed down this way. So you have a couple of choices. Either the world is running this way, as the numbers are going this way, the world is running this way, Another way to look at it is, well, they're this way. And this is where 1, 3, 7, and 9, right? 1, 3, 7, and 9 have turned to the corners. They turn 1, 3, 7, 9, putting 1, 3, 7, 9, putting the spirit of creation and the gateway of birth. They're putting it on the cross of Mars by doing this. And it happens over here when X and Y come together, and X and Y come together. XY, the 24th and 25th letter equaling to 49, and 49, 98, 49, 7 by 7, 49, matter of the Christ, Christmas. You can't really count this as 88, more like you can count this as 8. So is this my 808 coming in here? I don't know. We have, don't count this one because this is in the next shape. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 stop signs, but yet we have 3 levels of numbers of 12, yet we have 4 by 9, 36. So that is our love and polarity. I'm not really sure which way to do it. And inside of all of here, when you come to where the Y meets Y, okay, where Y meets Y between I and R in the inverted, in the new alphabet, I and R contain these 2 center spots over here, I and R. And containing these 2 center spots over here, I can't remember. This used to be nothing, but now there's going to be something in this area. If I continue the alphabet, right, I'm going to have to do that next. I'm going to get my water and come back. Okay. Holly, who are you? How you doing? How you doing? What is VarkTech? What is VarkTech? I think it's spam, so. Okay, so yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm going to print up the alphabet shift. So let's see where we can go with this. Why do I have 2 cameras running here? Yeah, hold on a second. Okay. Wow, this is pretty close, eh?
Is it still, can I fix the, okay, I guess this is as far as it goes. So where were we? We were talking about, I don't know, I went over so many things. The bat, okay, the hat. See, the hat is on the cat. This is 8. This is 3. This is the joining world. This is the black ball. So question that black ball in your eye. Question it once again, and question it again and again. It is 08. It is where the gateway is of AT. 1 through 20 is 210. This is the void in the heaven. The void in the heaven. What can we call this? Because here is the 1 dot in the 8. This is 9. They're all 9s, 1 and 8. This will create H and I. So the mathematics in here between the 1 dot and the 8 void will create 8 and 9 by multiplying and adding. And I call this the star system math. And for me, it works. It works. It does its thing, you know? It does its thing. If you want to know how it works, you're going to have to ask me. I'll explain it to you. Because if I just say like that. Anyways, this is 210, and this is the moon. It's part of the moon, but it's a plug-in to the moon and is the cube. The cube is 3, 3, 2, 5. In rotation to Earth. 33 is in rotation. In rotation to Earth. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5. Well, this will create 15 at the basic end. Then it will create 11. This one will create 17, and then it will create 15. And then after that, it will create 11. So in what dimension do these two meet? And how would you want? I don't like that it's doing that all the time. So yeah, it takes me off my thinking. So I did this by multiplying 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 6 plus 9 equals to 15. And it will create the numeric value 54 for the sun. But it will be a split sun. Understanding these lines... I wish I had a better light. I think I'm going to get a better light. Anybody know how to set me up properly so everything can be seen? I feel like I'm in 1921 with this new computer age. I'm like out to lunch here, you know? So, where was I? Yeah, when Mars runs this way, okay, that's the 45 Fox pass. So we already know Fox is full of love because it comes with X's and O's. It is the 15th and the 24th letter setting up the gateway for Yo 11 to come into this world. The addition equals to 39, but they are 66. The multiplication equals to 36, and they are IR. Okay, this will create IR in the F world, 6th letter. It is the invert to the hue of light. It is actually the high of light. It is 9 and 8, conclusive that when you look at the number 6, when you look at the number 6, or if you want, you can look at the number 1. Hold on a second. When you look at the number, the light is terrible. When you look at the number 6, or is it the number 1? Let me see. Yeah, when you look at it that way, let me see, can I do it this way? Should I do it this way into the light? See, when you look at it into the light like this, you can see it looks like an H. and you turn it this way. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I can't do it now. I'm just having a lot of trouble with the lights tonight. So we talked about this. I didn't conclusively explain to you that B and H is the cycle, and it's all B that created 8, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. And 2 times 2 equals to 4, and 2 plus 2 equals to 4. And that is one of your basic 8s, right from Venus into Mars. Venus, Mars, Neptune. The second planet, the fourth planet, and the 8th planet. Now, when you have the 8th planet, what you're having is the void. You have the void. That 8 will be inverted, okay, to a 6 dot. Because that 8 is the void to the 1 dot. So the invert is the 6. So if you just invert this, you'll have 1, 2, and 4, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, but Mercury, Venus will create what is Earth. You'll then have Mars and Earth coming together through Venus and Mercury and the bestowed moons of Phobos and Deimos and Lunas, all connecting to some strong arm inside of Venus and Mercury, in which actually recreate what is known to be Jupiter and Saturn, controlled by the smallest planets. Wow, that's really, really funny, eh? Really funny. What is their security? The sun. The sun is their security. Venus and Mercury's security is the sun, right? Now, we can look at it another way. If we come in through the sun, the polarity of our birth is Pluto. And the polarity to that is Neptune. They switch around. You see, this is the 9th planet. This is the 8th planet, plus 1, plus 2. Now, if you want to go to the gateway, okay, with 1 and 2, here you're going to get Saturn, and here you're going to get Jupiter, if you want to get to the gateway. Now, if you want to go on to the cross, okay, I'm going to try and see which way I'm going to do this. Okay, now if you want to get onto the cross, what we're going to do, okay, now I'm questioning myself. I'm questioning myself about movement. I'm questioning myself about movement in this, okay? Because if I take this dice cube and I move it 1, 2, 3, 4, those are full quarter moves. But what if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom, 8. Starting on this one over here. I didn't do nothing yet, right? You see it now. So you see the face. This is the 0 that's not moving. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to stand. The 8th move puts us back to where we started. So it's 8 plus the 1 we were on is 9. And that's the Venus moving cycle. So that's where 8 comes in. 8 comes in with 4 sides. I'm trying to understand what the mathematics are with this equation, because I'm always working with rotation, right? Rotation is A, B, C, and then D. That's that rotation. So how does it work? So we would have 2 rotations inside of here because there's 8. If we're going to count here and here, we have 3 sets of numbers. We have 3 sets of numbers because we're counting here. Then we're counting the split of the numbers is 2. And then we're counting the other set of the numbers. That's your 3. And then on here, you bring this set of numbers into this side. And that's that polarity. I'm trying to understand that. Do you follow what I'm talking about? When you turn this, I'm just talking about turning this one side. You're seeing the whole side. Now you turn it 1/8. So now what was in the center split between the two sides, one area, is now completely on one side and is completely split between the two sides. It's neither width, neither width, neither. It is a complete split. But then the angle, you see this? It now shows the passage. See that dot? It shows the passage now that it can go in. But when it's this way, look, it's east and west. And then you go this way, right? And it shows the crossing, the 1-9 crossing. And then it goes this way. And anyways, the next thing I want to mention is that you see this line? The cube must stay on that line. I can't just put it anywhere. So this has to be the center cube. It's got to be right in the center. It's got to be the center of a dot. Anyways, I don't want to get into that part right now. We were talking about the inverted alphabet and the alphabet. Talking about that, talked about the bat, the hat, how the 28 days, the cycle of man comes through Venus, and we end up with the H. And with the H, remember, the inverted light. See this? This is the sun. This is the half-life of Earth. Spirit of the church. This is the day of creation. K. K. P. And one of the things that goes along with this is the inverted number to the 7th gate. This is the inverted number to the spirit birth in the cycle heaven. AITH. Is that AITH? Eighth. I don't, you see, because this is TH. That's over here. See, although you have the B, which is the second letter, we don't work with the second letter. We've got 2. We've got 11. We've got 20. We've got 29. It stops on 29 and it goes to 38, which brings you back to 2 again. So we have 2, 11, 20, 29. The next number would be 38. The next number will be 47. See, 4 and 7 come 11. 3 and 8 come 11 is 2. This one gives you the exact answer. Time of Jesus, 1. See, it took you from here to here. So the first cycle you end at 11. So in the beta world, in the B world, your cycle is at 11 and not at 2. It is the row of 2. And one of the things that explained this to me the other day is, where's my mattress? Where's my mattress? Just give me a second here. Oh boy, you know, I lose so much time playing around. I have no time. My mind has no time for this. I have no time to lose the trend of thought. Very important to stay focused. Very important to stay focused. Okay.
So this grid line, okay, there's a lot of stories to everything, right? Doesn't look the same, eh? Now, if I can run lines this way across, just these ones going up here, and then run the ones going down over here, I can turn this into a wing of a bat of some sort. Wing of a bat. This, see a tall building. Do you see the tall building? See the tall building over here, going all the way down over here. It's a tall building. If this was a pyramid, hold on a second. If this was a pyramid to the sun, let me just put the camera angle down. This is a pyramid to the sun. How do you take that banner off? I don't like that banner. How do you take that banner off? Oh, look what I got here. I finally found it. Wow. Yeah. I wanted to do this a long time ago. Oh my God. Can you see my mouse on there? Oh, I wonder if you can see my mouse. So if you can see my mouse, let me see. Can I make this smaller? Well, if I'm not sure if you can see the mouse, but if you take a look at J, take a look at J. Okay. Now, if you take a look at J, what's going on in J is that the 147 is connected to 3, 6, and 9. If you take a good look in J, the 147, okay. Oh, it's an overlay. I wish I can get it into the logo. Okay. Anyways, okay, so what's happening? So when 1, 4, and 7 come in, I can't make it smaller. When 1, 4, and 7 come to, well, get a good look at it because I'm going to take it off the screen now. And how can I take it off the screen? Okay, so when that design comes out, it is 1, 4, and 7, okay, with 3, 6, and 9. So what is happening? And I don't like this pen. See, guys, I already lost one pen. I'm sitting here. I have 3 pens. I started with 4. I don't know where it is. Could be on the floor. I don't know. Somebody might have taken it. There's a pen. Whoop. Okay. So these are good pens. So we're just gonna do small squares. So inside of this, okay, here is your 1, 4, 7, your 3, 6, and 9. So let me just do this. I think I can. This will be good. I hope this is good. I hope this doesn't crash. Wow, that's really. Hold on a second. Just give me 1 second. I gotta hold this up like that, right? It's too late to make noise. Give me a second. I gotta go get another piece of wood. So what do I have that can hold that up?
this bottle good or this bottle good? I'm coming. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Hold on, I'm coming back. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. One and three are across from each other. So I already have two lines here. Don't have to do anything. Should I put a line in between? That's 1 to 3. Now 1 and 6. Whoop. So here is 1 and 6. I have to do it on the outside of the square. 1 and 6. Now I connect them together. And I have to do 1 and 9. So I have to go here. And whoop, this is a 9. And this is a 9. So I'm going to go 1 and 9. And go like that. And then 1 and 9. I'm going to go like that. And then this gets connected together, and they're already connected together. So it looks like there's an opening over here. See the way here that looks like there's an opening? See the way it goes on an angle? It becomes like a triangle of some sort. So this is what happens when you connect one. Now, I want to go back to the beginning. The difference is, and I really shouldn't do this, but I am going to do it, is that if I'm going to go back to the beginning, my beginning is over here, and I finish here. So this is the end. Number 9 is the end. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. This is 1, 2, 3. So these two rows had to repeat. So when we connect this row has to repeat because that's how it all began, from here to here. That is when S, T, and D came in. 2, and 1. It's onced, and it's tuned, and then it's threerd, and then it's well, and then it's fourth. And this becomes standard until 20th century. Just thinking of something. So now that we did this, I'm not supposed to do this because as I showed in my designs before, the numbers get flipped this way and get flipped this way, turning number 1, okay, from AC to DC. It's almost like taking a belt and just twisting the belt. So when you twist the belt, what is up becomes down, what is down becomes up. Just like the cat just popped up on the desk. Do you even remember who I am, dear? Oh my God, she's walking under the wire. Oh my God, you should have seen these aerobics my cat was doing. Okay. So I'm not supposed to do this one here. I can connect the 4. So in my first area, if I connected this in the first area, and this is the polarity, I have to do another row, okay? Because these are the opposites of each other. And when they're the opposites of each other, I can't do this row here, but I'm allowed to draw here, and I'm allowed to draw here. Now, should I be going when this is on, this is off? I don't know. You think we can squeeze her in a little bit closer? How are you doing, my little catty cat? How are you doing, little catty cat? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, catty cat? Okay, you have to leave. Goodbye. Go. Okay, let me push this back into position. Okay. So this is what the next one is going to create. The one after this, so now we have a total of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So this is how the first element begins. So now when you go to the next part of this, and by the way, 13 plus 7 equals 2. Whoa. Equals to 20. But it's 4 times 20 equals to 80. The 20 is only a part. The 20 is only a part. It's a part. There's a piece and part that gets split because although you would have 10, 10, what you have is 6 and 4 and 6 and 4, and you have the dividing 55. Inside ape got free and turned into human. You see, Planet of the Apes. And it is the 25th of Deca, of 10, of Deca 10. Do you follow what this is? Deca is December. It's the old October, is now replaced by October. The word October has the numeric value of 78. When everything became standard in this world, when ABC became standard, that is your 6. So in your 20, wherever my 20 is, right, it becomes 6 and 4. And your freedom is your 55, your E-world. Your E-world inside the basics in first, 19 and 20 equals to 39 angel, but we're going to stay away from that. What I meant is where first, okay, and second come together is where you take a stand. When first and second come together is where you take a stand, because it becomes first and it becomes second. That gets pushed over. So first, second, creation. And after creation comes, it moves back into the 12th position, the 11th and the 12th position, 1 and 2. Sorry, yeah, it removes, sorry, when 1 and 2 actually move into the 3 through, I'm just trying to think what this is, 3 through 3 through 10 and 11. So the replacement for 1 and 2 was 10 and 11. So the replacement was for A and B was AJ and was BK. And if you have a ruler, right? If you have a ruler and you look at your ruler, number 1 is over here. So it might start over here, but number 1 is over here. At what position in number 1? Because halfway is over here. Are you closer toward the beginning or closer towards the end? Are you closer towards the 0? Are you closer towards the 1? Are you closer towards the 2? Or are you closer towards the 1? So we have stand. So here we have BK. Here we have AJ. Ja. This becomes the recreation and all, because it's A 11, or is it 6-5 as EF 11? How did what become what? It's just a little confusing how 1 and 1, 11. The understanding that I have is there's a couple of designs that might be able to find this answer. And then the answer is over here when we join them on top. But there's more to this design. Over here on that level is where you find gate 7. You notice the way we have D on the bottom and D on the top if I turn this sideways? There's a lot of things I can do with this. If I do this, I will be creating I's and H's. See my little stand for the I? Here becomes my I's and H's. These are my delta angles. Begin to create a tic-tac-toe system. Jesus was put on the cross between 2 thieves. So I'm not sure if I should do it this way because according to Gematria, the actual design should look, well, according to Gematria and the Mayans, because the Mayans do it two ways. With the Mayans, I do it this way. And this is what, and I look at this as Earth, and then Mars comes in this way. Whoop. I don't know if I got that. Did you get that? It's ugly. But anyways, let's just keep it over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch the page. And I see I finished the book. And I got to go get another book, I think. Oh, no. We have this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We ended the cycle. How many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We end the cycle. This is where we were on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Open space. 1, 2, 3. Open space. Open space. 1, 2, 3. Let me show you again. There's 3 here. Let me see if I can do this without getting too much pencil on it. This is 1, 1, 1. Let's call this 2. Whoop. 2, 2. Let's call this 3, 3, 3. Whoop. That one's not supposed to be done. Let's call this 69. Let's call this one 36. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. 36, 69. And what are they in rotation? What is their rotation? That's their rotation. That's the same cap. That's the same cap. Okay, I could have went the other way too, right? Oh, wait a second. This is a filled-in number. No, it has the cap in this number over here. So this has its own dotted area over here, but this is the only free space. When I'm starting backwards, then it's forward. Maybe this should be backwards. See the empty space, empty space. So I had to put this up and this up. You see the way this one's going this way, this one's going this way? And only one of them was backwards. So there's going to be 3 up. So how can I do the next one? So since we occupied this space over here, we meant these 3 over here. I did these 3 down, these 3 up, these 3 up. Then these 3 have to be up again, but this has to be an open area, does it not? I'm just trying to, I'm thinking right now. If this was up to here, and this, okay, the size of this is so much bigger. The size of this is so much bigger. I'm just trying to figure out that if this, trying to figure out how I can make this bigger. How can I make this bigger? Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do is So one backwards, one forward. Now forward. Now I'm going to go 3, 3, 3. Okay, I'm having trouble with the cat. I'm having trouble with the cat. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there, please. I won't let you on the desk. If you keep doing that, I'm not going to let you on the desk, okay? Okay. So now we went backwards, forwards, and now the polarity test, we are going to go 4, 4, 4. So this area is 9 and 12. We're going to do it with a pen. This area becomes 9, 12. This area over here, quite interesting. It is quite interesting. It's head on. They're head on over here, these two. So how would that work? What would go here? 2, 2 would a 4 go here? What would go here? This is 3 and this 6. This is, if this goes up here, I'm a little confused on how to do this equation. See, you only have 2 here, so you'd be putting 6. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 and 6 is 12. Now we go this way. There's one open. I'm just trying to think. I'm just thinking. I'm not going to write that down. There's an equation in there. I don't know what the equation is. So, wow, it's 2 hours already. Wow, time for a break, right? Time for a break. Everybody left, so maybe it's time to end this video. So I was doing this. And I was doing this just to show you how the 1, 3, 1, 4, 7. So what I'm going to do next is we are going to go and we're going to take 4 and connect 6. So the 4 connects to 6 this way. This is the way the 4 connects to 6. 4 connects through 6 this way. So 4 connects through 6 this way. So you have 4 and 3. So now you have the 4 here and the 3 here. See, here's the 4 and here's the 3. So I'm not sure I'm going to do it over here. I didn't do it over here. But you go from 4 over to 3 and then 4 over to 3. And then you have this situation arising here. If I can get this on better, digitally, I can see it a little bit clearer. So we have 2 elements turning into each other. Should I take any of these lines on the outside into regards? So this is a little bit higher than that. I'm just trying to see what's going on inside this design, unless it's like I always thought, and you have to separate it. Either you're going this way, right? You can't go both ways. So that's what the assumption I'm going to be using. Okay. I don't want to go both ways. And what that means is if I'm going one direction in my calculator, right? Like my combinations with 1 and 3, you see, these are the combinations. 1 and 3 equals to 4. 1 and 6 equals to 7, and 1 and 9 equals to 10. What is with the cat? This is exactly what's going on in this world. It's exactly what's going on in this world. The cats are everywhere. The 4s are everywhere. They want to know everything. They're in your face. They're in your face.
Okay, cat. Okay, cat. Okay, cat. Come on. I gotta go. Come on. Come on, please. Jiminy, can somebody explain to me what it is with these cats? Come on. Come on. I never had a cat like you before. Come on, grow up. Okay, so now we're gonna do what I was talking about. Yes, I sort of fell asleep at the wheel. This cat is here. I fear I just won't bother her for a minute. So, I mean, would you like to see where my cat? Oh, somehow they switched my. Where's my mouse? Oh, she's sitting on my mouse, right on my mouse. Check this. Check. Yeah. Okay. So 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 6 is 7. 1 and 9 is 10. 3 and 4 equals to 12. 3 and 1 equals to 4. Done. 3 and 7 equals to 10. Deca octo. 4 and 7. Energy, Jesus. Gateway on the cross. The reason for that is because the fourth cycle, right? Is it the fourth cycle that does that, or is it the 7 and 1 cycle that does that? That puts us on the cross. Oy, 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 oy. How many times? Okay, that's good. That's a good place. That's an excellent place. That's perfect. That's perfect. Stop moving. This is the cat. You're okay there, cat? Just stop. If you like to know how people ended up with ADHD, well, this is one of the reasons. Right there. Not for a minute. Not for a minute. Okay. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Oh my God. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do number 7. So when 7 comes into 6, it becomes 13. 7 into 6 is 13. Hold on a second. Yes, we're doing 1 for so when 7 is into 6, we get 13, we get 4. When 1 is into 3, we get 4. So when 1 is into 3, we get 4. When 7 is into 6, we get 4. So where is my next piece of this? Let's put it on a good piece of paper. Oh, I needed a book. I thought I went to get a book. I have to go back 2 weeks. Me and my son's conversation, we're in there for half an hour. That was not good, right? Okay. So, so over here, so where are we? Yes. 3 and 1, 3 and 4, 3 and 7. 6 and 1, 6 and 4, 6 and 7. 9 and 1, 9 and 4, 9 and 7. This equals 4, this equals 7, this equals 10.
This equals 10. This equals 13. This equals 16. This equals 7. This equals 10. This equals 13. So here's all your majors in the alphabet. D, G, J, J, M, P, G, J, M. Looks like it's the general manager. 47 is the energy. A, B, C, D to create this. This is perfect. This is the love of man. Where let's say where 13 and 64 or 1 and 3 and 64 is the love of man. And this equals to 4 and this equals to 1. And one of the reasons I say it's the love of man is because 1 and 3 is when a boy of 12 years plus that last year that makes him 13 years, that turns a boy into a man. Ahoy. Because it's with the heavens of the birth that it becomes between earth and Mars. One plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 6 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 7, 4. 147, 147, 147. The total is 29. The total is 21. The total is 30. The total is 39. When the angels come to town, right over here. In order to get to 39, you can go 1 and 12 is 13. 2 and 11 is 13. 3 and 10 is 13. But this is your basic standard creation. Okay, what you're really looking inside is 4 and 9 and 5 and 8 and 6 and 7. And these are your 13s that you play in the game, but there is no 13 in the game. It is played by 4, 5, and 6 in the federations of the Heaven's Birth of the Gateway, AC/DC. This side and this side is like flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop. Can't explain it. I can show it to you. It's like twisting a belt. And when you twist the belt, the polarity, on one side, the belt, it's doing this way. On the other side, the belt's doing this way. When you flip it upside down, you have a flat piece of land. And here it's doing this. And you go a little bit further, and it's doing that because you twisted it. So these are the maximums you can get, 39. When you come into polarity, you add another 13, which equals to 52. You know the two jokers, right? If there's two jokers, can you count them as 1 and 1? Because one is a red, one is a black. So can you count it as not a 2, but a 1 and 1? This answer over here will give you polarity. This is a Pythagorean count, the way I look at it. Pythagorean, pi means breaking it up into 3 parts. 9 and 3 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 1 is 4. Through man is angel in Saturn. All these, the 4 can be a single cube, the 5 can be a single cube, the 6 can be a single cube. They can all be sitting right over here. But when these single cubes come up, the 4 is automatically going to say, I am with, from, or, and maybe. These are the 4. This is where 9 can come in through polarity, through this equation of creating 9s. 8 comes into its polarity. Okay, when it comes through one of these. I don't know which one will be first or which one will be the polarity, right? But you do know that this, you do know that this cannot be found on a cube, and this cannot be found on the cube. So the gateway to heaven is not on the cube, right? You can't find that equation. They are standard. They are standard. 8 goes with 1, and 7 becomes standard. So this would be for your number 8. This is your 9, and this is going to be your 8 over here. Your 8 is a polarity. And what is the polarity of that? I don't know. We got to create 6. So that's a 7. So yes, it'll be 96. That's the polarity of the gateway. How do I get that? 7 plus 9 equals to 16. 1 plus 6 equals to 7. 6 and 1 equals to 7. So that's how I get that equation. And when you're looking at 96 in rotation, like I mentioned earlier, out of 100, and A, B, C, D disappears going into 90. This equals to 10. But our standard cycle, okay, of A, B, C, don't forget we start from 100 down. We're not going building up, we're building down in numbers. We're building down. So this number is over here. So my other thing would be 99 and 98 equals to 197, which equals to 17. Actually, it equals to 98 again. But 9 and 8 is 17. Yeah, the cat just pulled the camera down. So don't forget, it's my fault, so it doesn't matter. Now she's attacking the wire. Okay. I have a, okay, so yes, so the invert of the 8 is a 6. So that's where this creation comes into the marking. Through this 8, this creation comes into the marking. And that creation of that 9 is an understanding of 1 and 8, 9, 2 and 7, 9, 3 and 6, 9. So when this 8 and 6 show the gateway to Venus, you can see it right over here, that it's in rotation of 33, the command and the creation of the Christ, matter and energy. This was well thought out by some scientists. I don't know how long ago, but this is amazing. So we did the 6, we did that. The 4, 5, and 6, what were the inverts to the 4, 5, and 6? Let me just see for 1 second. Right, okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are the inverts. This where it ends here. They're all 13s. But the thing is this in itself is 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. All in itself, 13, 22, 13. 66. Imagine, this is 66. 6 and 6, 12. 4, 4, 4, 12. 66, 12, 44. Yes, I was thinking about the thing of time, right? So what happens when you add A, B, C together? It equals to 6. When you add the D, it equals to 4. So where was that equation that I was talking about? So here's your 6 and 4 running through the birth and the gateway, in which the 7, how was the 7 created? And we all know that the 7 is created from 1 and 6. That's where the 7 is created. The numeric value for 1 is 34. The numeric value for 6 is 52, and that's exactly That's the exact setup on the cube. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. This is one of my books and a crop circle that I did. Somehow they got my book, okay, to fall with the crop circle. So there's gems that show up or whatever they are, but okay, how do we take this off? Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.